It was her first helicopter flight, a survey mission into the crater of Mount St. Helens. Things were going well, until during takeoff, erratic winds caused the helicopter to spin, catch a skid on rocky terrain, and roll over. She was sitting in the right rear seat, behind the pilot. As the helicopter rolled over, her door opened. The inertia of the roll thrust her head out the door, pinning her head between the aircraft and the ground. She was wearing this flight helmet. It sustained over 2,000 pounds of impact force. Yet, she suffered only a headache and tender spots on her head for a few days. The flight helmet saved her life.
The remote landing site was over 11,000 feet. It was a special use mission. The 4 passengers were from 3 different bureaus. There wasn't enough personal protective equipment for everyone. It was only a 15-minute flight. The helicopter manager gave in to the group, and they took the flight. At the landing site, the helicopter began to spin. The pilot lost control, and the aircraft crashed. With the blade still turning, the transmission broke from its mounts, entered the cabin, and battered 2 of the rear seat passengers, rendering them both unconscious. The Helitac crew member sitting in the rear forward-facing seat received the brunt of the beating. He was wearing this flight helmet, and it saved his life. The other passenger was wearing this ball cap. He remained unconscious for some time with a severely lacerated scalp. He continues to have blackouts to this day.
This Interagency Aviation Video Safety Alert is presented to explain the proper procedures for donning and doffing the SPH-5 flight helmet. These procedures are found on page 3 and 7 of the SPH-5 User's Manual. Over the past several years, the personnel at BLM Ramp Services Boise, who inspect and repair many of our helmets, have reported that they have frequently found cracks in the helmet shells just above the forward edge of the ear cups. It's important to understand that once the shell is cracked, the helmet is unserviceable and must be replaced. It cannot be repaired. At a cost of almost $700 for each SPH-5, this is both a safety and a financial issue. One likely cause of these cracks may be users who use excessive force when they don, put on, or doff, take off, their helmets. Whether you pull the shell a little too hard when you're donning or doffing the helmet, or whether you compress the shell a little too much in order to get a snug fit once the helmet is on your head, you are introducing stressors that can contribute to the cracking of the shell. The user's manual explains the proper donning and doffing technique and cautions the user against spreading the helmet excessively. To don the helmet, grip the retention assembly below the ear cups. Using your thumb, press the ear cup assemblies against the tension straps. Spread the sides of the helmet slightly and position the front edge firmly against the forehead. Roll the helmet back and down onto the head. Press the helmet firmly downward with both hands to ensure that the helmet is properly seated on the head and the ears are surrounded by the ear cups. Also remember to always tighten the nape strap and chin strap as snugly as possible when wearing the helmet. To doff the helmet, hook your thumbs in the ear cups and spread the helmet at the ear cup area. Roll the helmet upward and rearward. Caution: just like when you don the helmet, spread the helmet slightly, just enough to allow ease of doffing. Excessive spreading may damage the helmet. By using your thumbs to compress the foam ear pad and ear cup into the helmet mounted cross straps, that is, the elastic straps attached to the shell, you should be able to don or doff your helmet while minimizing the stress to the helmet shell. By following the manufacturer's instructions, the reminders in this interagency safety alert, and the tips and techniques in the DOI Flight Helmet User's Guide, you will help to reduce the wear and tear on your helmet and ensure that it's in the best possible condition to protect you if the need arises. A couple of other reminders. Use your helmet for what it's designed to do. It's not a headrest. It's not an armrest. It's not a basketball. It's a $700 sophisticated piece of protective equipment with integrated avionics. Protect it so it can protect you.